So welcome back. This is lecture 2 of PGBP, Profits and Gains of Business or Profession, and this is for CMA Intermediate December 2022 attempt. ठीक है, तो हम फर्स्ट लेक्चर में हमने यहाँ तक किए थे, राइट? It completed till additional depreciation, okay? And then we had done one problem, this problem, okay? And illustration 3 was to be done, okay? So this illustration we'll do directly from the study material, okay? ठीक है? And before that, पहले मैं आप लोगों को फिर से एक बार क्विकली डेप्रिसिएशन और एडिशनल डेप्रिसिएशन के मेन पॉइंट्स में बता देता हूँ. ओके, सो डेप्रिसिएशन तो खैर हमको मालूम है, राइट? बेसिकली आपके 4 मेन ब्लॉक्स होते हैं और देन यू हैव गॉट अ separate block for intangible assets, okay? You've got 4 blocks for tangible assets and 1 for intangible assets, okay? And in this we had seen some rates. We had seen that if asset is acquired and put to use for less than 180 days, okay, depreciation rate will be half, okay, or 50%. Asset is acquired in the previous year and put to use for less than 180 days. Okay, then your should be acquired during the previous year and put to use for less than 180 days. Depreciation will be 50%. Okay, but if it is acquired in the year before the previous year, this is the year before the previous year, okay, then in the previous year it can be put to use on any day, even on the last day of the previous year, still you will get 100% depreciation. ठीक है, तो मैंने यहाँ क्या बताया कि आपको ये है, पहली बात है आपका करंट प्रीवियस ईयर, ओके? तो करंट, तो हमारा करंट प्रीवियस ईयर क्या है? व्हाट इज आवर करंट प्रीवियस ईयर? ओके, राइट. It is 2021-22. This is our current previous year, okay? And then your current assessment year will be 1 year more than this, 2022-23, okay? This is your assessment year. So what we are saying that in the, so for now forget about the assessment year, okay? So this is the current previous year. 21-22 means what is the date range? Starts on 1st April 2021, okay, and ends on 31st March 2022, okay? This is your, so this is the date range of your current previous year, right? First April starts on 1st April 2021, ends on 31st March 2022, okay? So if you have, say if you have purchased the asset before this date, before 1st of April 2021, यानी हम बोल रहे हैं कि आपने एसेट खरीदा है इस डेट के पहले, ओके? तो अगर आपने इस डेट के पहले खरीदा है लेकिन आपने पुट टू यूज नहीं किया उसको, ठीक है? खरीद तो लिया हमने लेकिन हमने पुट टू यूज नहीं किए. You have purchased it but you have not put it to use, and then you are putting it to use in this year, okay? Putting it to use in this year. So even if you put it to use the last day of the previous year, which is 31st March 2022, still you will get 100% depreciation, okay? Because it is not treated as a new asset. You purchased it in the previous year, previous year, okay? Right? That is 2021, right? So which is why it is not treated as a new asset. So that rule of 180 days will not apply now in the current previous year. ठीक है, वो एक बात important है जो आपको समझना है, right? So then, or one more thing what we saw is हमने एक डेट बोले की बात किए थे, यहाँ पे एक डेट है, वहां तक के आपने एसेट खरीदे हैं तो आपको 180 में आ जाएंगे आप. You'll come in 180 days if you buy within that date. But after that date, it will become less than 180 days. Can anyone tell me what that date is? It is 3rd of October. ठीक है. So आप you can even count. ठीक है, अगर लेटेस्ट आप 3rd अक्टूबर तक के अगर आपने खरीद लिए अगर एसेट, ओके, by 3rd of October, that is 1st April 2021 to 3rd October 2021. इस बीच में आप कभी भी खरीद लो एसेट. ओके. So between 1st April 2021 and 3rd October 2021, you can buy it anytime. So even on this last day, 3rd October. So now if you see 3rd October का आप लोग calculate करके देखोगे days, okay, calculate it till the end of the previous year. Okay. So how much you will have? See in October, yes. So basically, Madhu, the 100% depreciation is what we are saying is, so this is your current previous year. Okay. So if one thing, first thing is if you have purchased it within 3rd of October, you will get 100% depreciation. Okay. That's the first thing. Okay. If you purchase it after 3rd of October and put to use after 3rd of October, it will be 50%. Second is you have purchased within 3rd October here. Okay. But put to use after 3rd October. Then again it will be 50%. ठीक है. जो आपका सिर्फ परचेज नहीं देखा जाता, हमने जैसे बात किया था पिछले क्लास में, एक्टिव एंड पैसिव यूज ऑफ एसेट. करेक्ट. सो इवन पैसिव यूज इज यूज ऑफ एसेट. करेक्ट. सो जैसे हमने एग्जांपल लिए थे जनरेटर वगैरह आपने अटैच कर दिए, मे बी उसका यूज आएगा 3 months के बाद ही, करंट नहीं गया तो यूज नहीं आएगा उसका. राइट. इफ देयर इज इफ द करंट, if there is no cutoff of power, then your standby equipment will not be used. Correct. Generator. Okay. So here the thing is, so that's why if you have just purchased and kept it in a box, then that is not counted. You have to purchase and put to use. When you put to use, it can be active use, passive use. Okay. Active use is active use, you have started producing. Passive use is generator. Take the example of generator. ओके. सो बेसिकली दोनों आपको देखना है, परचेज एंड पुट टू यूज. यू हैव टू सी व्हाट परचेज एंड पुट टू यूज, बोथ यू हैव टू सी. सो दैट्स व्हाई we have seen that if you have purchased within 3rd October, you will get 100% depreciation provided you have put to use by 3rd October 2021. If you have put to use after 3rd October 2021, then again it will be 50%. So purchase and put to use will be seen together. आपके पास परचेस और पुट टू यूज दोनों डेट्स है. ओके. परचेस एंड पुट टू यूज, यू हैव गॉट 2 dates. Okay. So always see the later date. I mean, you normally speaking, you will put it to use always after purchasing it. Correct. Okay. So always see the later date in this. Okay. Acha, now this is one thing I said, and another thing what I had explained here is, so this is our current previous year. Say, so one more case where there will be 100% depreciation, whereas although your use in the current previous year is less than 180 days, but you will get 100%. Okay. That is what, this is your current previous year. Now you have purchased it before this. Okay. So let's say you have purchased it in 2020, anytime in 2020. Okay. So purchased it before the current previous year. You are now putting it to use in this previous year, and that too you have put it to use on the last day of the previous year. Okay. You've used it for 1 day only, but you will get 100% depreciation. Okay, because this will be treated as your asset which you have already purchased in the year prior to the previous year. Okay, so that 50% thing comes in only when in the year you have purchased the asset for a new asset. Okay, so after the first year you will never have any point of this 50% depreciation. ठीक है, so ये चीजें हमने बेसिक्स देखी थी, ये सब आपके कुछ रेट्स ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन हमने देखे थे. Let's see some rates of depreciation. So one is all basic rates. Okay, for a building, first rate is 5%. That will be residential buildings. Okay, and then for furniture, you can see just add 5. It is 10%. Okay, structure ऐसे याद रखना है आपको. Buildings will be 5%. That will be residential. Furniture will be 10%. Okay, and next will be your plant and machinery general rate 15%. Okay, so this is including motor car not used for hiring purpose. Okay, so this is 15%. So 5, 10, 15 buildings, furniture, plant and machinery. Okay, and then next is, remember, ships. Okay, plant, it is also part of plant and machinery, but 20% rate. Okay, ships is 20% rate. Okay, that is your 20%, and last is your intangible assets 25%. So 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 25. This is the main structure. ठीक है, इसके बाद में आप ये सब आराम से आपको याद हो जाएंगे. Okay, you will be able to learn the rest quickly. So non-residential buildings is 10%, then temporary construction is 40%, and here computers, laptops, books of professional are 40%, and pollution control equipment is 40%. ठीक है, these are the main things. और यहाँ पे हमने देखे थे there was 1 year. Okay, जहाँ पे मैंने बोला था कि for increasing demand they had increased the depreciation percentage. Okay, so here आपको you don't have to remember this date. ठीक है, you don't have to remember 23/8/2019. just remember in general 2019-20. ये अगर याद रख सको तो बहुत अच्छा है, हमारे करंट प्रीवियस ईयर के 2 साल पहले. So you don't have to remember exact date. Okay, तो अगर याद रहे आपको तो इट्स वेरी गुड. बेसिकली ओनली थिंग यू नीड टू रिमेंबर इज 2019-20. ठीक है, वहां पे ये रेट्स को इन्फ्लेट किया गया था. ओके, इट वाज इन्फ्लेटेड देन टू इंक्रीज द डिमांड. ओके, राइट. So this is about your depreciation percentages. Okay, then we did this problem. Okay, now I had taken you through 4 problems. Okay, 4 different types of problems we took in between. Okay, agar if I take you to the study material, okay, you can just search it from study material. Just search with calculation of depreciation, you will get. Okay, तो जैसे मैं आपको बताता हूँ स्टडी मटेरियल में, आई जस्ट शो यू. ओके, calculation of depreciation. Okay, only 2 things will come up in the search. This is the first one. Again, second one is this basically. Okay, so ये आपका calculation of depreciation का part from your study material. Okay, these are all the rates and all that. ये है वो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, जो आपको करना है. तो इसमें से मैंने बीच के 4 प्रॉब्लम्स हैव टेकन फॉर यू. ओके, जिससे आपको काफी कुछ नॉलेज आ जाएगा. ओके, I've taken like that. And secondly, we are going to do more problems on additional depreciation. बड़े problems रहेंगे तो वहां भी we are going to use some calculations, so that will further help you with it. ठीक है, इसलिए इसको अभी हम आगे नहीं कर रहे हैं. ये प्रॉब्लम ये बेसिक है. बेसिकली इट इज जस्ट starting from case A. If you see, will be very small, little more. That's how they have built it. So you have to just do this once. ठीक है, तो हमने जो प्रॉब्लम किए हैं उसके बेसिस में you should be able to do it. Any problem if you have, you can ask me. Okay, these all cases till case O. ठीक है, ये आपको करना है, ये प्रॉब्लम. ओके, just do this and you can ask me if you have any doubt. ओके, ठीक है. अब हम यहाँ से आगे जाएंगे. This is the one. Okay, then we did additional depreciation. Okay, so additional depreciation is given if you are in the business of manufacture or production of any article or thing. Okay, you have to be in the business of manufacture or production or power business. Okay, generation, transmission or distribution of power. Okay, so in additional depreciation there are two things. One is your normal additional depreciation, second is for backward areas, for backward states. So इसमें जो है, ये first condition is about that it should be in the manufacturing business. Okay, now second is it acquired and installed after 31st March 2005, that is on or after, you can say on or after 1st April 2005. Okay, so acquired new plant and machinery on or after 1/4/2005. ये डेट याद रखना जरूरी है. Okay, so acquired and installed new plant and machinery on or after 1/4/2005. अदर देन, यानी ये पांचों में आपको एडिशनल डिप्रिसिएशन नहीं मिलेगा. You will not get additional depreciation in these 5 assets. Okay, you have to remember this list because in many cases it will be repeated. Ships and aircrafts, used plant and machinery, okay, used within or outside India, and installed in office premises, residential accommodation or guest house. Okay, that and office appliances or road transport vehicle, any road commuting vehicle. Okay, and plant and machinery on which we are getting 100% deduction by depreciation or otherwise. If in one shot you are getting 100% deduction, that plant or machinery also will not qualify for this. Okay, additional depreciation. So इतना ही पॉइंट है, इसमें बस याद रखना है. शिप्स एक तो है यूज्ड सेकंड हैंड, ये सेकंड हैंड, ये शिप्स एंड एयरक्राफ्ट. ओके, यहाँ पे ऑफिस रेजिडेंशियल अकोमोडेशन, क्योंकि ये छूट दी जा रही है आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ज्यादा करें करके. ऑफिस में सब आप रखोगे वो तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूज में होने वाला नहीं है. करेक्ट, तो इसीलिए नहीं मिलता है. प्लांट एंड मशीनरी इंस्टॉल्ड इन ऑफिस रेजिडेंशियल अकोमोडेशन और गेस्ट हाउस. ओके, एंड देन office appliances or road transport, any road transport vehicle. Okay, so all vehicle kind of things. This is also that way, it is like a vehicle only, right? Ships and aircrafts, you commute in it. Similarly here it is office appliances and or road transport vehicle. So all vehicles have come, and here 100% depreciation. This will get cleared as we go ahead. You'll come to know where you get 100% depreciation. We have not yet reached those sections now. ठीक है. और एक लास्ट चीज इंपॉर्टेंट याद रखना है कि आपका जो एडिशनल डेप्रिसिएशन है वो सिर्फ प्लांट एंड मशीनरी को मिलता है, बाकी किसी एसेट को नहीं मिलता. ठीक है, जो हमारे ब्लॉक में हमने बाकी एसेट्स देखे ना, बिल्डिंग, फर्नीचर, इंटेंजिबल एसेट्स, किसी को नहीं मिलेगा, सिर्फ प्लांट एंड मशीनरी को ही मिलेगा आपको. ठीक है, यू विल गेट एडिशनल डेप्रिसिएशन ओनली ऑन plant and machinery, not on other assets like building, furniture, intangible assets. Okay, you will not get on that. So these were the main conditions of your additional depreciation. Rate is 20%. If acquired and put to use for less than 180 days, 10% you will get this time, 10% next year. Okay, now going to the next one. This is also additional depreciation, but for notified backward area. Okay, so here instead of 20% you will get 35%. Okay, instead of 20% you will get what? 35%, right? And now these conditions are again very similar to that, only difference is, okay, this is set for manufacture of article of thing, no change. Set up on or after 1/4/2015. So here you have got a point which is dealing with setting up of the factory. Okay, So you have set it up on or after 1/4/2015. There in additional depreciation, we did not have this point. We only had installation of plant and machinery. Okay. Here you're talking about setting up of the plant. Okay, that is also there. So 1/4/2015, there it started from what? 1/4/2005. Okay. You can acquire and install any plant or machinery on or after this date. Okay, this was mentioned in additional depreciation. Now here you have to set up just 10 years later. Okay, 1/4/2015. That was 1/4/2005. This is 1/4/2015. And there are 4 states we talked about: Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana, West Bengal. Okay. So again, as I said, it's not the entire states, it is some part of the states which is backward. Okay. Right. So this is one. And then last point is this, again, those 5 assets. Okay. That is there here also, exception. For that, you will not get additional depreciation. Okay. Ships, aircraft, road transport vehicle. Okay. All those 5 things. Okay. Guest house and all that. Office appliances. Okay. All those 5 things which we saw here, that is applicable here also. Okay. Other than, so here you can see other than ships and aircraft, all that. Now he installs, that installation point was there here, right? We saw on or after 1/4/2005. So here it is. So when you have set up the factory, after that only you will start manufacturing. Okay. So acquires and installs any new machinery or plant between 1/5/2015 and 33/2020 in the said backward area. Okay. These are the 5. ये इसमें बस याद रखना है कि आफ्टर 31/3/2020 एडिशनल डेप्रिसिएशन का क्लॉज नहीं है अभी. ओके, यू डोंट हैव एडिशनल डेप्रिसिएशन एनी मोर नाउ. Okay, it was only till 1/4/2015 and 31/3/2020. Okay, right. So ये basically additional depreciation, or sorry, additional depreciation in backward area or additional depreciation. What is the difference? Only the setup date is there, 1/4/2015, and acquires and installs also date is different, 1/4/2015 to 31/3/2020. And states, 4 states के नाम है. Other conditions same. Okay, and remember that rate is 35% in place of 20%. Okay, right? So और यहाँ भी वही है same. If you have acquired and put it to use for less than 180 days, right? Half in the year of acquisition, half in the next year. Half is 17.5% of 35%. Okay, right? So then treatment of additional depreciation is same as depreciation. ये depreciation ही है. Okay, so when you get the written down value for the first day of next year, जो हम depreciation काटते हैं, along with that you will cut additional depreciation also. Okay, it is nothing but depreciation. Okay, you're just getting more depreciation. Okay, in the same year itself. That's all. But it is depreciation only. Okay, एक point बस याद रखना है. It's not available if new plant and machinery is sold in the year of acquisition. You purchased and sold it in the same year, then it is not applicable. Okay, that way it is not applicable to anything. Okay, क्योंकि वो हमारे in the format that will come in the sales point. Okay, you add your actual cost of asset purchased, right? And then you deduct sales, correct? Correct, sales value of asset. तो वहां पे sales value में चले जाएगा वो सीधा. Okay, you will not compute depreciation of that if that asset is not there on the end of the previous year. Okay, सीधा उसका sales value चले जाएगा. So this holds good for other things also, not just for additional depreciation. Okay, and third एक और important है thing is it is not available if the power unit is claiming depreciation under straight line method. For straight line method you will not get additional depreciation. Remember that. ठीक है, बहुत सारे points है, याद रखना है. तो वही डिफरेंस है कि जो अब आपका 100 स्टूडेंट एग्जाम दे रहे हैं आपके, ठीक है, 20 लोग पास हो रहे हैं, तो वही फर्क है ना, ये 20 और ये 80 में, ठीक है। तो जो याद रख पाएगा उसको उसको बेनिफिट मिलेगा बेसिकली। ओके, सो यू हैव टू रिवाइज इट। एक चीज मैं बोलता हूँ, क्लास में आने से पहले मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव गॉन थ्रू द प्रीवियस लेक्चर। ओके, गो थ्रू द प्रीवियस लेक्चर फुल्ली, once or twice. Okay, if you are going through the second time, then you can go little bit fast, but at least once you should go through, take your time, आराम से आप सुन सकते हो लेक्चर। ओके, some people, they even some TV or something is going on, they can still do some other things, ठीक है। तो अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ होता होगा तो आप you can just go through it, even if there is some you're watching some serial or something like that, at the same time you can go through it because you've already listened to it। जहाँ जरूरत हो वहाँ आप फोकस करना है, बाकी you can just hear it। ओके, और जैसा भी ठीक लगे आपको, बट एक बार तो यहाँ हो जा रहा है आपका, ठीक है। आप लोग जो अटेंड कर रहे हो, दैट्स वन वेरी गुड थिंग कंपेयर टू दोज हु आर नॉट अटेंडिंग। ओके, एटलीस्ट वंस यू ऑल आर एबल टू फिनिश हियर, वंस मोर यू हैव टू डू इट घर जाके मिनिमम। ओके, करना ही करना है। उसके बाद में एक थर्ड टाइम, ओके, डिपेंडिंग ऑन कितना आपका ग्रिप आया है, बेस्ड ऑन दैट यू हैव टू डू। ओके, सो ये हो गया। चलिए, और उसके बाद हमने ये वाला प्रॉब्लम किए थे, दिस प्रॉब्लम we had done in class, in the last one, ठीक है। So now we are going to do this third problem. This is based on additional depreciation and depreciation, that's why I just revised all this, ठीक है। चलो, तो अभी इसमें हम चलते हैं। we'll take you through this illustration 3. Okay, we'll do it from the study material. Okay, this is the one। okay, चलो, ये क्या बोल रहा है, एन इंडस्ट्रियल अंडरटेकिंग which commenced manufacturing activity with effect from 1st September 2021, ठीक है। इट commenced manufacturing activity from 1st September, यानी इसके पहले मैन्युफैक्चरिंग किया ही नहीं उसने कभी। ओके, it started from 1st September 2021, has the following has acquired the following assets during previous year 21-22, ठीक है। these are the assets that it has acquired, ठीक है। ये लिस्ट देखेंगे हम, what are the assets, okay, and after that क्या पूछ रहा है वो देख लेते हैं। okay, so what they are asking is compute depreciation. This is our normal depreciation, okay, and the written down value as on 1st April 2022. so sorry, अगर आपको depreciation allowable पूछा है ना, तो depreciation के अंदर आपका जो हमने नॉर्मल डिप्रिसिएशन देखे थे वो और एडिशनल सब आ जाएगा, उसको अलग से बोलने की जरूरत नहीं। अगर अलग से बोला है कि डोंट नो नीड टू कैलकुलेट एडिशनल डिप्रिसिएशन, तब आप नहीं करना है। ओके, सो नाउ एडिशनल डिप्रिसिएशन इज अ पार्ट ऑफ डिप्रिसिएशन, ठीक है, करेक्ट। भी कोई आपका क्लाइंट आपके पास आया, ओके, आपको बोला कि मेरा डिप्रिसिएशन निकाल के दीजिए, तो आप सिर्फ नॉर्मल डिप्रिसिएशन निकाल के देंगे क्या उसको? जो जो चीजें आप कर सकते हो उसके लिए, जो जो प्रॉफिट कम कर सकते हो वो सब करना है हमको, करेक्ट, राइट, वी आर प्रोफेशनल्स। सो विच इज व्हाई, right, when depreciation is asked, it means all related deductions. So if they're asking only depreciation allowable, you also have to compute additional depreciation, unless they have expressly told you no need to compute additional depreciation. Okay, they will say that if the problem is short, marks are less, then they will tell you not to calculate additional depreciation. Okay, so now we have to calculate depreciation, ठीक है। तो चलिए अभी देखते हैं कि एसेट का ब्लॉक क्या क्या है, right? So this is the block of assets which we have got. First thing is this is the block, okay, and they have not given us any rate of depreciation, correct? So what we will do firstly, and they told us that it is manufacturing activity, okay, so additional depreciation also will be applicable. First thing is factory building, because they have started this year, correct? So everything is purchased this year only. Date of acquisition is, this is date of acquisition, okay, 4/4/2021, and put to use is 1/9/2021. As I said, okay, normally your put to use will always be after your date of acquisition. Very, very rarely it will happen that, you know, you've got an asset, you have put it to use first, okay, and then your paperwork is completed, okay. In that case, again, you will go with whichever is later. Once it has become your own, only from that point you will compute the depreciation. Till you are not the owner of that asset, you are not entitled to depreciation, okay. So, but 99% of the problems will be like that, because after acquiring only you will put to use it, okay, that will happen normally, right? So factory building 4/4/2021 and 1/9. So we have to see both the dates. So let's see the later date. Okay. So what is the date which I told you for 180 days? Latest date for 180 days.
3rd October, sir.
Very good. 3rd October. Okay. तो ये सब आप अपने फिंगर टिप्स में रहना चाहिए, सब डेट्स वेट्स जो है ये सब बाद में आपको सेपरेटली टाइम नहीं मिलेगा कि इसको आप पढ़ोगे ये फिर याद रखोगे, ओके, so these things should be there in your fingertips, okay. So now, so 3rd October, so basically if you have put to use by 3rd October you will get 100% depreciation, because 3rd October to the end of the previous year, that is 31st March 2022, is exactly 180 days, right? And 50 for 50 days condition is less than 180 days, okay, right? So, right, so ये बताइए अगर 4th October, if I put it to use on 4th October, then what will happen?
50%, sir.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so now in the first case for building it is 100% depreciation, okay, you will get full depreciation, right? 100% means 100% of the rate. Because they have not given us the rate, we have to take it out ourselves. We know that residential buildings is 5% and non-residential buildings are 10%. So rate applicable will be 10%, okay? Rate applicable will be 10% for this. Now, next we'll go to plant and machinery. Okay, so plant and machinery is, see, first these are all machineries, okay, and this one, next one is given as second hand separately. That means the above 5 are new, okay, that's why they've given it separately as second hand. So this is second hand, this is motor car, okay, and this is air conditioner installed in office, okay, right? So if you carefully observe, this comes under those 5 conditions which we had seen, okay, where additional depreciation you will not get, okay. That is second hand machinery, any motor car or any road transport vehicle, okay, any equipment installed in office, residential accommodation or guest house, all those 5 conditions, okay, it's a part of that, right? So in these, so we know that for this there will be no additional depreciation, okay, only depreciation will be there, okay. So remember that for if it is machinery, motor car, depreciation is your entitlement anyways, okay. Depreciation you will get come what may. It's only about additional depreciation, okay. So now Okay, now here if you see, now general rate of machinery is 15%. Okay, because they have not given us any rate, so we can assume that all this will come under your general rate. Okay, because they have not given anything. So one assumption will be all the rate of all this will be 15%. Okay, we can go for a general rate, right? Otherwise, percentage of depreciation will be given in the problem. Okay, but one thing is that if there is anything specific for which a specific rate applies, okay, that we cannot consider as 15%. For example, let us say if they would have given pollution control equipment, we know that pollution control is 40%, or they would have given laptop, we know that it is 40%, then you would go for that rate. Okay, so that basic column rate chart rate, that you should remember always. Okay, ठीक है, तो ये हो गया। अब हम तो हमारा यहाँ पे हमने क्या बोले, दो चीजें हमने अभी तक ये किए। यहाँ पे रेट है 10% आपका फैक्ट्री बिल्डिंग का, और ये जो है आपका प्लांट एंड मशीनरी के अंदर जो पूरे आ रहे हैं ये, इसका रेट है 15%। ओके, रेट इज 15% फॉर प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, फैक्ट्री बिल्डिंग इज 10%। ओके, सो लेट अस नाउ कंप्यूट depreciation. Okay, so for this is 19. Okay, fine. So this we have already seen. Now these three also are 19. Okay, and if you see these dates, this is before 19. All three are before 19. Correct? And this is date when put to use is 19, which is okay. Which it comes within 3rd October. Okay, within or including 3rd October. Correct? So this will get 100% depreciation. Now total how much it is? Total this is 17 lakhs. Correct? This is 17 lakhs if you add these three. So this is going to be 15% of 17 lakhs. Full depreciation you will get. Now next, machinery D and E. Okay, here if you see, these dates are after your 3rd October. Correct? These are after your 3rd October. Right? Of course, after this also. Okay, so for these two, we'll give 50% depreciation. Okay, these two 50% depreciation. I made these two blocks because these are machinery, general machinery. A to E is general machinery. So we have just to identify, we have done like this. Okay. Then last these three on which we are not going to get additional depreciation. These, okay. These are also, you can see, everything is in 2022. Put to use is 2022. Okay. So this also you will get what? 50% depreciation. Clear? Okay, clear. So basically what I'm saying is for this 17 lakhs, this 17 lakhs, you will get 100% depreciation. And now you add up these 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 15 lakhs. For these 15 lakhs, you will get 50% depreciation. Correct? For 17 lakhs, you will get full depreciation. 15 lakhs, 50% depreciation. Understood? This much you have understood? This is only the general depreciation computation I am telling you. Okay. So next is for additional depreciation. Okay. For additional depreciation, what you have to do? One, take this out. Okay, this goes out. So nothing to think about that. So then again, now you will have two blocks here. Okay. This is 17 lakhs, same as before. And this is one more block, 7 lakhs, because the below has gone. Okay. Correct. So why we made two blocks? Because this is 100% you will get. Okay, and here you will get half now, half next year, additional depreciation. Okay, so now we will see the solution. ठीक है, बस क्या याद रखना है आपको, मेन चीज जैसे हम सॉल्यूशन में जाएंगे अभी, आपको याद रखना है कि ये 17 lakhs का मशीनरी है जिसको हमने फुल ईयर यूज किया है. ओके, यू विल गेट 100% डिप्रिसिएशन और यू विल गेट फुल एडिशनल डिप्रिसिएशन आल्सो. ठीक है, एंड देन you have got for depreciation, this is another block of 15 lakhs. You will get half depreciation in it. ठीक है, and additional depreciation you will not get for this. ठीक है, ये चीज यहाँ पे हमको करना है. चलिए लेट्स सी. एंड फॉर फैक्ट्री बिल्डिंग 50 lakhs 10%. ओके, फुल depreciation. Okay, so चलिए, so this will be your format. Rate is 10% and 15%. Okay, now because the factory was started after 1/4/2021, so opening WDV will be nil here. Okay, because the factory was not there then. So this is your purchases. So what we will add for purchases? Now building is 50 lakhs, and for furniture you have to add all furniture. So we had seen that there were two blocks, one was 17 lakhs, one was 15 lakhs, correct? Add the two, you will get 32 lakhs. This is purchases. Okay. Now sales, no, nothing was sold. So here this becomes our written down value before depreciation. Okay, this becomes the written down value before depreciation. Now for building, it will be 10% straight away, so 5,000, and your WDV as on 1/4/2022 will be 45,000 building. Okay, clear? यहाँ इतना clear है अभी तक के? Any doubt till here? You can ask me. Okay, so here now next is depreciation. We need to find out depreciation for plant and machinery, which is 7,77,500. Okay, how did we get it? Let us see now. Okay, 7,77,500. So first thing is, yeah, this is the computation. Normal depreciation 17 lakhs into 15%, correct? Normal, that's what we saw. Then second block was 15 lakhs into 15% into half, right? Add the two, you will get this. Normal depreciation is over. Okay. Now additional depreciation, okay, only machinery A to E, other three, for that you will not get, right? Additional depreciation rate is what? 20%. So this first 17 lakhs will directly get this also. Okay, the 17 lakhs will get 20% additional depreciation also. Okay, these all are machinery. You can see building did not get additional depreciation. Okay, building did not get additional depreciation. So you got additional depreciation here plus, ठीक है, जो सेकंड वाला हमने बोले थे 7 lakhs आया था, करेक्ट? नीचे के सारे एसेट छोड़ के जो सिर्फ D and E, those two machinery were 7 lakhs. So into 20% into half. Okay. So this will be basically 10%, that is 70,000. So 70,000 more you will get in the next year. Okay. So if I add this, you will get this. This is how we got depreciation of 777,500. Okay. So ये है, so you can just see this problem once, and that's what I was telling you about this depreciation rates and all. So now when you do that problem which I have given on homework, it will be a lot simpler for you. Okay, because you have done more complex problems. Okay, so now here you have to deduct depreciation and you will get the closing WDV. Okay. Okay. Right. So now we will go back to our notes. ठीक है, ये वाला प्रॉब्लम था जो हमने किया अभी. Okay. Right. So next is a concept. We are going to talk about a concept called slump sale. Okay. It's called as slump sale. Okay. So what is slump sale? Okay. It's transfer of undertaking for a lump sum consideration without assigning values to individual assets. मतलब अगर जैसे मेरे पास 4 यूनिट है, यूनिट 1, ओके, I've got 4 units, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, okay, and I'm selling unit 4, okay, so I'm selling it for a lump sum value, say whatever it is, of 2 crores, okay. So this is a lump sum value, right? I'm not assigning value to each and every asset and then deducting liability and then selling. I'm not doing like that. I'm selling for a lump sum value. This is called as slump sale. Yes, slump sale. Okay, this is called as slump sale. Now, how do you calculate block of assets in case of a slump sale? ये बहुत simple है. Okay, it's very simple. So first, follow your same normal depreciation procedure. Okay. First thing is follow your normal depreciation procedure. So what we are doing, this is the WDV. We are calculating depreciation for the existing company. There, unit 4 was sold, correct? So we are now calculating written down value for unit 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what we are learning. वो तो बिक गया ना, वो तो बाहर चला गया. जो है उसी का हम करेंगे अभी, right? Whatever is left, that is what we will do now, isn't it? Okay. So first thing, calculation of depreciation. WDV of block at the beginning of the previous year, as usual. Add assets acquired, as usual. Okay, total is 1200. Okay, and less assets sold, same format, कुछ भी change नहीं है अभी तक, correct? Right? And then you will get the balance now. Okay, you're getting the balance now, 700. Okay, so ये जो है, this is pre-depreciation amount. यहाँ पे हम for this 700 we are going to append depreciation on this 700. ठीक है, 700 के ऊपर हम depreciation लगाएंगे, right? But now before that what you have to do at this stage, ठीक है, जो भी यूनिट आपने बेच दिया है उसका वैल्यू बाहर निकालना है. Whatever unit you have sold out now, unit 4, okay, in our example. So this balance will represent everything now. Okay, this balance will represent everything for this block. Okay, so we cannot write assets sold and all because we did not append individual values, correct? So now from this, basically you have to remove value of assets which are sold off. That's what we are doing here, nothing else. Okay, so now here you can see less WDV under slump sale, 100. Here what this 100 means, this is the written down value of all assets of unit 4. Okay, in our example unit 4 which we took, 100 is say the written down value of all assets of unit 4. When you do this minus 100, now you are getting written down value of our existing block, unit 1, 2 and 3. Okay, understood? So that is what is done in slump sale. So ये तो इसमें ये 100 लाने के लिए, ठीक है? If you see everything is, nothing is new here. Okay, now how to calculate this 100? That is the only question, correct? How to calculate this 100? So what you have to do, you have to take all assets of the unit you have sold off. Okay, so here say in unit 4, okay, say we had 10 assets. Okay, so take each assets individually. Okay, And how you have to find each of their written down value, add it and then deduct it from above. ठीक है? So कैसे करेंगे इसको? Okay, so this is slump sale is only there as a concept. Okay, you won't have problems and all for this. It's only there as a concept for you. Okay, so you just need to know what it is. So say you have got 10 assets, correct? So take the first asset. Okay, one by one you have to take original cost and then deduct depreciation till date. So there are two things you are given. This depreciation before 1987-88. Okay, depreciation which has been given before 1987-88. One is from previous year 87-88 onwards. Why is there this distinction is, okay, before 1987-88 there was no concept of block of assets. Block of assets concept came only from previous year 87-88. That's why there is these two divisions. Okay, but they are saying first, so before that there used to be individual depreciation. Okay, earlier on individual assets there was no block of assets. So before 87-88 you could get all depreciation on that asset directly, but after 87-88 you had blocks, correct? यहाँ से block हो गया, block of assets हो गया, right? It was so you have to calculate notional depreciation as if the asset is the only asset in the relevant block. Okay, so this is the concept. So basically आप कर क्या रहे हैं यहाँ पे? What are you doing here? Okay, so basically what are you doing here? You are computing depreciation, that's all. Okay, depreciation from inception till date. ठीक है, you're computing depreciation from the beginning till now. Okay, that's all it is, right? See that this is technically this is what it is. ठीक है, आप सोचेंगे 87-88 के पहले की बात अगर कर रहे हैं आप, talking about 87-88, from 87-88 till now is about 24-25 years. So most of the assets would already have been fully depreciated. Okay, so all assets will fall under this category only now. Correct? You're getting the point? Okay. So basically, this is what it is. Basically, you bring together all depreciation given on the asset, whether you have given individually or you have given in block. Okay, compute specific depreciation of that asset, then deduct it from its purchase cost and find out its WDV. Okay, same thing you will do for all 10 assets. Okay, add it together. That will be 100. That will be this value 100. Here. Okay. So if you have understood the concept, then that is fine. Okay. You only need to understand the concept here. As such, there will not be problems on this. Okay. So this is the only thing in a slump sale. You just need to understand how to compute depreciation of those assets which you have sold off already. Okay. So because we have to remove that, why we have to compute it now? Now you have already sold it. Okay. Why you need to compute it now is you have to remove it from the existing block. Okay. ठीक है, clear? Next, we are going to talk about depreciation in case of power units. Okay, but I'll give you a break now. Okay, lunch break. So we can come back by 9:12 p.m. Okay, back by 9:12 p.m. Fine. Okay, so we'll continue. So next part is depreciation for power units. Power units is electricity generating units. Okay. Undertaking engaged in the business of generation and distribution of power. Okay. It can charge depreciation at its choice. There's a date here, that is from when this choice was given. Okay. That's not important for you. The date. So they have choice of what? WDV method or straight line method at prescribed rate in Appendix IA of the income tax rules on actual cost of asset. On actual cost of asset, not block value. Okay, this is for SLM. SLM will be on actual cost of asset, and the rates have been given in income tax rules. Okay, for you it will be given in the problem basically. Okay. Right. So there are two, it has got a choice. Basically, power units have a choice of WDV or SLM. Okay. And they have to exercise the option on or before due date of furnishing the return of income. Once exercised, it will be applicable for all subsequent assessment years. Okay. They cannot go back to, say from SLM, they cannot go back to WDV. Again, once exercised, they have to then continue with the same. And this part we already know. Additional depreciation is not available if method is SLM method. Okay. If you go for SLM method, then your additional depreciation will not be available. Okay, fine. So that's the main point of this. So basically, depreciation, two choices for power generating units. Okay, WDV and SLM. That's all. Okay, exercise before due date of return of income. Okay, options will be exercised before the due date of furnishing return of income. Once exercised, it's applicable for all future years. No additional depreciation if you are going for SLM method. Okay. Right. The next is terminal depreciation and balancing charge. Now, this is a very important concept because this concept will be used in many of your future sections. Okay. That's why this is a very, very important concept. It's called as terminal depreciation and balancing charge. In your future sections, other sections, this term will not be used, terminal depreciation balancing charge, but the concept will be used. Okay. So this is applicable to generation and distribution of power, which is following SLM method. Okay. This is applicable only to SSC who is following SLM method. Okay. Right. So, and the asset is transferred, basically sold, discarded, demolished, or destroyed in the previous year, other than the previous year when it is first brought to use. Okay. Basically, it is sold in the previous year, transferred in the previous year, right? And you SSC must be following SLM method, right? So, now what is terminal depreciation? What is balancing charge? That is the next question. ठीक है? यहाँ तक हमने ये देख लिया. ये ठीक है, टर्मिनल डिप्रिसिएशन और बैलेंसिंग चार्ज की बात कर रहे हैं. ये टर्म्स यूज होंगे जब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वाली जो कंपनी है वो एसएलएम ऑप्ट किया हो तभी. ठीक है, और एसेट बेचा गया हो. ठीक है. सो पहला है टर्मिनल डिप्रिसिएशन. फर्स्ट इज टर्मिनल डिप्रिसिएशन, and in this loss on transfer, but what it is I'll explain. Okay, loss on transfer. So यहाँ पे asset को आपने transfer किया है ना, you have sold it. If you sold the asset, you can have a profit or a loss, correct? So loss on transfer will be WDV minus sale value. Okay, that will be loss on transfer. It is written off in the books of accounts. Okay, and it is called as terminal depreciation. Okay, this loss on transfer is called as terminal depreciation. It is fully deductible as a business loss. Okay, ठीक है, ये है टर्मिनल डिप्रिसिएशन. आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट. ठीक है, तो ये एक चीज है टर्मिनल डिप्रिसिएशन. इसके साथ का एक ट्विन कॉन्सेप्ट है आपका बैलेंसिंग चार्ज. Okay, there's one twin concept along with it called balancing charge. So I'll explain this now to you. What is terminal depreciation? Okay. Now see. Okay. Now say this is your purchase price of asset. Okay. What I've shown in red is the purchase price of your asset. Okay. Now of this purchase price, say after some years you have charged some depreciation, and this much depreciation has been charged now. Okay. Let us say it is 30. Total asset was for 60. 30 plus 30, 60. Depreciation already that you have charged so far is 30. So what is the written down value of asset then? It is 30. This is the written down value now, correct? This whole thing was the asset. The red part you have depreciated. So this is remaining. What is remaining, that we call as what? WDV, written down value. Okay. So here WDV is 30 of the asset. Okay. Now just think that you are selling the asset now. Okay. Selling it for 100 now. Okay. Right. Now this part is gone. Okay. This you have already depreciated. Correct. So now what you are doing is you have sold the asset. WDV is 30. You have sold for 100. Okay. So what is said is, okay, your sale value, okay, minus WDV. This is your profit. Okay, this is your profit actually, your sale value minus WDV, correct? So in this case, what we'll say, 100 minus 30 is equals to 70. 70 is the profit, correct? So what is said is, okay, what is said is, because you have already taken depreciation of 30, okay, under the PGBP section, you have already taken depreciation of 30. Okay, so okay, what PGBP says here is, okay, PGBP says is, if 70 is the profit, then you give me back my deduction under my section. Okay, so basically what PGBP says is, of this 70, what PGBP is saying is, so this is, I'm writing here, this is the 70 profit. Okay, PGBP says capital gains cannot take the whole thing because I have given deduction of 30. Okay, PGBP is saying that I have given a deduction of 30. So let 30 be taxable under my head because I have already given him deduction of 30. So let 30 be taxable on under my head. Let 40 be taxable as capital gains. Okay, understood? So this 40 is capital gains, and this 30, no, this is called as balancing charge. Okay, this 30 is called the balancing charge, and this 40 is of course short-term capital gain. Okay, so this is terminal depreciation. Okay, now this is one part is over. Now what we started with is terminal depreciation. Under terminal depreciation, what we are saying is, say now here I said sale value is 100. Okay, this much. Now just assume, okay, just cut this off. Okay, say sale value is this. Okay, sale value is less than the sale value is less than what? Your WDV. Correct? This is sale value now. This is sale value now. Okay, this is nothing now. Okay, this is sale value. There can be two things, correct? There can be two things. One is what we have seen earlier. This, okay, sale can be more than your WDV. This can happen, correct? Second thing that can happen is this, that sale can be less than WDV, correct? So if sale is less than WDV, then this part, okay, just see this part. This part is lost to the person, correct? He could recover only the sale value, that is this part, the bottom part he could recover. What he could recover is this part, correct? This he has recovered through sale. Okay, but this blue part becomes his loss, correct? So this blue part is called as terminal depreciation. This blue part is called as terminal depreciation. Understood? So this is basically your terminal depreciation and balancing charge. Okay, I'll repeat it if you want. Did you understand the concept?
Once repeat it, sir. Terminal depreciation.
Okay. So here, first thing is we are starting here. Okay. So we have first bought an asset for this much value. Okay, we have first bought an asset for this much value. Out of this, we have depreciated this much. Okay, say half has been depreciated. So WDV is the other half now. Okay, so this is the WDV now. Okay, now we are selling this asset. Okay, so if we are selling this asset, say okay, we are selling it at this value. Sold. Okay, we are selling it at this value. So now this person is at a loss, correct? So this is actually depreciation. He has already depreciated, it is gone. Okay. So now this much was the value left and he has sold only for this much. Okay. So basically what has happened is from year to year, this much is his loss. Correct? So how did I get this loss? WDV minus sales value, correct? WDV minus sales value is this loss. This is called as terminal depreciation. This is called as terminal depreciation. If you see this, terminal depreciation is WDV of assets minus sale value. Okay, if the value is positive. In other words, the WDV is more than sale value. That is the meaning. Okay, the case which I have just explained now. This is called as terminal depreciation. You can write off as a business loss. Okay, you can write off in the books as a business loss, fully deductible. Okay, so now same thing now, balancing charge, the other part of it now. Okay, we talk about balancing charge now. Okay, so say now, okay, now let's say the second possibility is you have sold it at much higher value, isn't it? You have sold it at higher value here. Now in this case, let me take an example. WDV is 30 and say this is 100. Okay, let's take this. So what is his profit now? Similar to the previous one, how the same way how we calculated profit, loss. Okay, his profit now will be from year to year, correct? This will be his profit. So year to year is basically what? 100 minus 30. Okay. So 100 minus 30 is his profit. Now, okay, this becomes the first step. That is 70 is 100 minus 30. Okay. But here, now, normally what we would do is this would be charged to tax as capital gain. Okay. Whole thing will, because it is capital asset which has been sold, so it will be charged to tax as capital gain. But here, because in under PGBP, we have already given him some deductions. Okay. So when he is getting more profit, okay, so that much benefit will give to PGBP section, because this much deduction was given basically because normally your business taxation yields you a higher value. Okay, so because you have given a business deduction, that you will recoup first. Okay, so which is why now what you do is this 70 you will divide into two parts. One is to the extent of terminal depreciation, sorry, to the extent of accumulated depreciation, and second is the remaining part. So the remaining part 40 will be capital gains. Now this part is called as balancing charge. Okay, so balancing charge, because so what follows is balancing charge can never exceed your accumulated depreciation. Correct, only what deduction you have given that you are recovering. Correct, so it can never exceed your accumulated depreciation. Okay, right? So now if say, my question is, if the depreciation, accumulated depreciation here would have been 10. Okay, same case, accumulated depreciation is 10. Okay, what would be the balancing charge?
10, sir.
What would be the capital gain?
60. 60.
Good. Okay, that's what it is basically. Okay, so now, so and here, so another way to calculate this is, okay, this 40 or capital gains which we got here, no? This another way to calculate is, take this full sale value, and deduct the complete cost. This is the actual cost. Okay, without any depreciation, you're taking the actual cost. Take sale value minus the entire actual cost. So here you can see 100 minus 60, correct? Which is equal to 40. Okay, right? Understood? So this is the concept of your terminal depreciation and balancing charge. So balancing charge, what does it say? Profit up to accumulated depreciation is equals to balancing charge. Difference between sale price and actual cost is capital gain, what I showed just now. Balancing charge is WDV of assets minus sale value. Okay, if the value is negative. Okay, there are various ways of computing, but basically that is what is the main thing. Okay, and balancing charge cannot exceed accumulated depreciation. Okay, it's fully taxable as business income. This is about balancing charge. Okay, you just understand this statement, no, this part, what I explained, you can easily find out, answer all questions regarding terminal depreciation and balancing charge. Okay, right? So now we'll do a small problem on this. Power Limited is a power generating unit. 1/4/2019, it purchased a plant of 50 lakhs eligible for depreciation at 15% on SLM. Compute balancing charge or terminal depreciation, assuming that the plant is sold on 21/4/2021. Okay, so 1/4/19 they purchased it, so you can depreciate it for 2 full years, 20, 31/3/2020 and 31/3/2021. Correct? For 2 years, it's 15% on SLM. So 15% on 50 lakhs. Okay. %15. 7,50,000. Okay. So for 1 year, it will be 7,50,000 depreciation. Second year also it will be 7,50,000. Okay. Because depreciation on actual cost, it remains constant. So from 50 lakhs, if you deduct for 2 years, 7,50,000, 15 lakhs is deducted and you will get WDV in the on the second year. Basically 1/4/2021 will be 35 lakhs. Okay, so we'll see this part first. Okay, let's see here. Okay, computing WDV on 1/4/2021. Original cost is 50 lakhs. Depreciation for year 1920 7,50,000, and WDV on 1/4/2020 is 442.50. Then again depreciation on 2021 for 2021 is again 7,50,000. WDV on 1/4/2021 is 35 lakhs. Okay, so we got WDV on 1/4/2021 as 35 lakhs. First thing, correct. Now let us see. And what is the accumulated depreciation here? 15 lakhs, correct? 7,50,000 plus 7,50,000. Okay. So now computation of capital gain or balancing charge terminal depreciation. Okay. So here we'll start with your WDV on 1/4/2021, which we have just computed. Okay. 35 lakhs. Fine. And these are the sale proceeds which are given to us different. Right. So we'll just add that to the problem. Less sale proceeds. Okay. Some written down value. Just deduct the sale proceeds. Okay. So what are we getting? Here the balance is 27,50,000. Okay. You have sold, your written down value was 35 lakhs. You sold it for 7,50,000. So your loss is 27,50,000. This is nothing but your terminal depreciation. Fine. The second case, 35 lakhs is your WDV. You sold it for 30 lakhs. 5 lakhs is the loss now. Correct? Which is terminal depreciation. Now in case C and D, your sale proceed is more than WDV. So there is no loss. So in these two, there is no loss. Okay. Now we have to find out how much is terminal depreciation, how much is balancing charge. Of this 10 lakh, which is a credit, okay, 10 lakh is the profit which they have got. 15 lakhs is accumulated depreciation. Correct? So whole 10 lakhs will go under balancing charge. Up to 15 lakhs, it would have gone to balancing charge. Then only it could go to short-term capital gain. Second one, 20 lakhs now. 20 lakhs is the profit. So 15 lakhs has gone to balancing charge and remaining 5 lakhs has gone to short-term capital gain. Clear? Okay. Understood this problem? Balancing charge can never exceed accumulated depreciation. Okay. So this is the point, and next topic is a very important topic and very interesting one also, called as actual cost of assets. Okay, so in general, like in uh, common parlance, actual cost of asset is whatever cost you have paid to someone to buy an asset. Okay, absolutely basic meaning is that. Okay, so let's now go ahead with what is to be studied here. Okay, try and remember this section. It's a very well-known section. Okay, 43.1 for actual cost of assets. Okay, then calculation of actual cost apart from cost price, following expenditure are added. So whatever is your cost price, you bought the asset, that of course is actual cost. But apart from that, there are certain things which have to be added. Okay, any expense directly related to acquisition, like traveling expenditure. For before buying, you have to send um, someone from technical team to travel, test and check whether this is what we wanted. So all that traveling expenses also will be part of actual cost. Okay, then installation, we already know installation and making it ready to use. That is always added to the cost of asset. And this is carriage inward, loading, unloading, installation, trial run, everything. Okay, and any expense to increase the capacity of the asset or to make it fit prior to use. This is actual cost. So if we see this in a table form, okay, it will be like this. Okay, first is your purchase price. You have purchased it. Add to it the following. Okay, add what? Traveling expenses. Add if you have to do any test or something before using that. Installation. Okay, carriage inward. Okay, so all these four, if you add, you will get this. Okay, this is the all expenses, total of all expenses. Okay, now from this you have to deduct something. These four are clear, right? These four are clear. So here what we are doing, you are from the purchase price to the purchase price adding traveling expenses, test, installation, carriage, and any incidental expense. Okay, so on doing that, you got this. But then you have to deduct, okay, any expense met by any other person or authority. Someone has given you some subsidy or something, that you have to deduct. Okay, right. Purpose is that, see, if you purpose behind deducting this is, okay, say you have got this total cost as 100 is the this all, this purchase price with all this is 100. Okay, now you have got someone, as government has given you a subsidy of 20, correct? So you've already been given a deduction of 20 out of this, correct? So what is depreciation? Basically, you are being given the depreciation of the full deduction of the complete asset value, that is depreciation, correct? When you've already been given 20, why would they give depreciation of full 100 again, correct? So that is why you deduct it. So after deducting, so this 80 is only depreciable because you've already got 20. Okay, understood? So that is called as actual cost. So how it is defined? Actual cost means actual cost of the assets to the SSC as reduced by that portion of its cost as has been met directly or indirectly by any other person or authority. Okay, this is the definition. Basically, the actual cost to you, whatever you have paid, and deduct any other subsidy or something which you have got. Okay, that's it. So if asset purchased is 5 lakhs, government grant is 1 lakh, actual cost is 4 lakhs. Correct? So now we are going to examine some points regarding actual cost. Following points shall be considered. One is asset acquired against cash. Okay, so if you have acquired any asset paying cash, so aggregate payment in one day should not exceed 10,000. Okay, so aggregate payment in one day should not exceed 10,000. If it exceeds 10,000, then that payment, that day's payment will not be counted. Okay, whole payment is ignored. So if you have paid 50,000 in one day, whole 50,000 will not be counted for actual cost. So this you are saying, seeing payment exceeds 10,000 is just to examine. Okay, so it's not a basic exemption limit. Let that up to 10,000 will be counted. Okay, it's not like that. It's only if the payment is exceeding 10,000. Okay, this is only to examine. If your payment is say 20,000, it has exceeded 10,000, correct? So examination, it has failed your examination. So entire 20,000 will be excluded from your actual cost of acquisition. And what's your loss if it is excluded? Your depreciation will fall, right? Say if the asset value is 1 lakh, out of which you have done payment of 20,000 in one day by cash. So then you will not be, they will not allow you to debit this as the cost of your asset. So now your cost of asset will only be 80,000. That is the loss. Okay. So this is the first point, assets acquired against cash. Okay, and what important thing is, this is, you have bought it for cash. Okay, you have paid cash. The important point is you have paid cash. So what it is said is, other than any electronic mode of payment, that is no account pay, check, bank draft, okay, electronic clearing system, your internet banking and all, or other prescribed electronic mode like whatever your Paytm and all that, Google Pay, correct? So you are making payment uh, other than these prescribed modes. Okay, we are making payment other than these prescribed modes, then it will be ignored if the payment exceeds 10,000. Okay, so in other words, other than these means you are paying in cash. That is the meaning. Clear? Okay, this is basically your first point of actual cost, which is assets acquired against cash. Second is asset acquired by way of gift or inheritance. Okay, if you have acquired any asset by way of gift or inheritance, okay, that means you have inherited it. That is, you've got it from your dad, or I mean any of your ancestor. Okay, that's your inheritance. Okay, so asset acquired by way of gift or inheritance, then what is actual cost? What is your actual cost? Okay, whatever is the actual cost of the previous owner, again deduct all depreciation, same what we saw in a previous point, correct? Depreciation allowed till AY 8788, AY 8788 is PY 8687. Okay, either remember it by PY or by AY. Okay, one this thing, so remember by PY. Okay, so PY means you can just say 8788 or onwards is your written down value. 8788, PY 8788 and onwards is your written down value. Okay, that is your block of assets was introduced. Okay, so that's why depreciation allowed till 8788 and depreciation allowable after 8788 from AY 8889. Okay, so take the actual cost of the previous owner and deduct this. Correct? This is all total accumulated depreciation. That will be your actual cost. Understood? If you have received asset by gift or inheritance, then what you will do? What is your actual cost of that asset? It will be found out like this. Actual cost of the previous owner less all depreciation that is allowable till date. Okay, in short, you can just say this is all depreciation allowable till date. Okay, fine. So this will be your actual cost if you have acquired the asset by gift or inheritance. Okay, and we are talking about all business assets here. Fine. Okay, so then next is interest treatment in case of asset acquired out of borrowed fund. Okay, if you have acquired asset out of borrowed fund, you have taken a loan and purchased the asset. So before asset is put to use, all interest is added to actual cost. Okay, whatever interest you are paying will be added to actual cost before it is put to use. Okay, after it is put to use, you can directly debit it to your P&L. It is allowed. Interest is an allowable expense. Okay, understood? So what is interest treatment? Before asset is put to use, you have to add it to actual cost. Okay, and after asset is put to use, you will directly get deduction. Fine. Now next is any subsidies received from the government or any other authority for purchase of asset. This is subsidy received from government. Okay, just deduct it from the cost of acquisition. This is what we saw in the beginning, correct? Subsidies received from the government, just deduct it from actual cost, from the cost of acquisition. Okay. This is next is convertible asset. Okay, it is also subtracted from cost of acquisition. So Senvat is also, it is like duty drawback. It is drawback of tax. So basically, when asset is Senvat, that it's mean like this. It means you purchased it for 50,000, and say your VAT is Just take a guess. It is 1,000. Okay, and so total cost of your asset is how much now? 51,000. Correct? Right? If you you know if say you are getting a drawback of this, okay, so that means you do not have to, you will get back the money of Senvat. Okay, in that case, it is what it is doing, it is reducing your cost, right? If this 1,000 is taken out, then again you will go back to 50. Correct? It is like a credit basically, right? Okay, so like what you do for subsidy, same treatment you will do for Senvatable asset. Okay, so you will basically get what is called as Senvat credit. Okay, so VAT was in the previous regime. Now we have got GST has come now, right? So this is that Senvatable asset where you get a Senvat credit that reduces your cost of acquisition, which is why you subtract it. Asset acquired from any person using it for his business or profession to avoid tax. Okay, so now these next 3 points are very interesting and similar to an extent. So one is asset acquired from any person, okay, using it for his business or profession, a person which was using it for his business or profession to avoid tax. So basically, this is say this example. Okay, now this is A, B. Okay, so A has an asset for of 10,000. Okay. So now what B said is, okay, what B said, you give me this asset, okay, sell it to me for 40,000. Okay, what B is saying is, sell me this asset for 40,000. Okay, if he can show 40,000 in his books, he will be able to take depreciation of 40,000, correct? Isn't it? So, so he's saying, "Oh, give it for 40,000, but actually you won't pay 40,000 to him. Okay, there'll be some sort of arrangement. Let's say he'll pay 15,000, let us say. Okay, but he's on paper is selling it for 40,000. So he'll be able to get depreciation of entire 40,000. Correct? So in this case, what should the assessing officer do? Whatever is the written down value in his books of asset, that is 10,000. Okay, he should consider the same here. Correct? What he should do is, asset was for 10,000. You are saying you bought for 40,000. We don't agree. We'll consider it as 10,000. Correct? Right? So this is the first case. Asset acquired from any person to avoid tax. So here what will be the actual cost? To be determined by AO assessing officer. AO is assessing officer with prior permission of deputy commissioner. So in other case, what he will do is, he'll just take the same WDV, right? So, right, but basically, technically what is said is, he'll determine it with prior permission from the deputy commissioner. Okay. Now, let's go to the second point, reacquisition of transferred asset. Okay, and here it is WDV at the time of the first transfer or price paid for reacquisition, whichever is lower. Okay, second thing is reacquisition. Now take the same example which we saw now. Okay, so what he did is, let us say he sold this asset to B now for 20,000. Okay, to make it look realistic, and then B sold him back for 30,000. What has happened? Within a week, the asset which was of 10,000 is now in his books as 30,000. Correct? He'll get more depreciation. Right? More depreciation means his profit will be less. Correct? So this is the second case now. Second case is that he sold it to this person. Of course, this is under an arrangement. Okay, and he has sold him back to for 30,000. Okay, so basically, what will be the actual cost is original WDV or price paid for reacquisition, whichever is lower. Okay, so if this is lower than 10,000, then that will be taken. Otherwise, 10,000 will be taken. Okay, understood? So these are all basically, some fraud kind of cases. Then last is also similar, like we saw the same. He has acquired it from another person, okay, and given it to lease on the same person who had earlier claimed depreciation. Again, here it's WDV to the transfer. So in this case, what has been done? Okay, in this case, this person said, okay, I am selling it to you for 20,000. You don't sell it to me because they are seeing these transactions closely. You do one thing, you lease it out to me. Okay, so now say he will lease out the asset to him for a higher value. Okay, now leasing means when he leases it out, it will again be a deduction on P&L and he can save tax. Okay, the lease again will be made for a higher amount. Okay, so in this case again, WDV to the original WDV, that is 10,000 will be taken. Okay, fine, that is reacquisition and asset acquired and given on lease to the same person. Okay, WDV to the transferor. Okay, transfer is the first person here, because the second person did not sell, he has leased it, right? So there is only one transfer here, the first person who transferred it. Correct? Now, next is building used for personal purpose, subsequently brought into business. Building used for personal purpose and then brought it into business. So what will happen is still you are using, say you have used for 5 years. For 5 years, you will have no depreciation or some anything, correct? And then you are bringing it to business. So how to value that asset? For that, what is done is take the purchase or construction cost. Okay, less you have to give notional depreciation. Charge notional depreciation on building. Apply rate on date of conversion. So what you will do is in this case, say I have a building, something like this, or yeah, smaller one. Okay, see, I have a I had a building for 50 lakhs. Okay, after 2 years, I am making it a business asset. So after 2 years, that is, let us say now is the current previous year, 21, 22. Now here I am making it my business asset after 2 years. Okay. So what will be seen is we'll apply the rate of depreciation as on today, as on this date. Okay. If I'm going to use it for commercial purposes, it will be 10% then, correct? 10% means 5 lakhs and 5 lakhs for 2 years, correct? 10 lakhs will be total depreciation. So here, when it comes to my business books, it will come as 40 lakhs. Okay, fine. So let's take a break now. Then we will continue. Okay, we'll be back on 10:10. Okay, so welcome back. We'll continue now. Okay, so we had finished till here. The building used for personal purpose subsequently brought into business. Okay, so we said that we'll take notional depreciation. Okay, and which date it will be? Not on the date of purchase, but date when we are bringing it into business. Current, in the current year. For example, now your problem will be for previous year 21-22. So you will use the rate, our current rate table. Okay, ठीक है, तो ये करेंगे बिजनेस बिल्डिंग यूज्ड फॉर पर्सनल पर्पस, पहले पर्सनल के लिए घर में रहते थे, उसको अभी बिजनेस का ऑफिस बना ली, तो उसका डिप्रिसिएशन कैसे निकालना है, ठीक है, वो देखे हमने कैसे निकालेंगे, उसका जो भी कॉस्ट है लेस नोशनल डिप्रिसिएशन लेंगे, ठीक है, एंड यू टू अप्लाई रेट ऑन द डेट ऑफ कन्वर्शन. सो विल सी दिस, इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स करेंगे इसके. ओके, विल डू सम प्रॉब्लम्स. नेक्स्ट इज asset acquired outside India. Asset acquired outside India, brought by a non-resident to India, used for his business or profession. Okay, he acquired it outside India and he is bringing the asset into India. Okay, so what will be its actual cost? Take whatever is actual cost for which he bought it, less depreciation at the rate in force currently allowable, had the asset been used in India since acquisition. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली इसका मतलब ये है, what rate you will be using is you use the current rate. Today he has brought it into his business, correct? ठीक है, if he has brought it into his business for during previous year 21-22, take the depreciation rate of that year, same as this. ठीक है, you have to take the depreciation rate of that year when the asset has been converted into business use. Okay, और ये क्या करेंगे, एक्चुअल कॉस्ट लेस डिप्रिसिएशन. तो ये बेसिकली आप क्या करोगे इसमें, यहाँ मानेंगे क्योंकि यहाँ इसको जो भी डिप्रिसिएशन मिला होगा वो फॉरेन के रूल से मिला होगा, करेक्ट, वो हम नहीं मानेंगे, correct, he would have got all depreciation in foreign rules, correct, so we will not take that. What we will do is take the asset value. Okay, say his asset is for 10 lakhs. Okay, and he has bought it, and say same thing after 2 years he is coming back to India, bringing it back to India. So just as per our rules, just think that 2 years back he has bought it in India, and what depreciation rate would have been there, and consider the current year. Okay, say he has come back to India in 2021-22. So your problems will be for previous year 21-22, correct? So they will say he has come to India in 21-22. So take the rate on 21-22 of machinery, whatever it is, right? And just depreciate it normally for 2 years as per our rules. Okay, so they might say that in foreign he has got a depreciation of say 4 lakhs, whatever he got it there. We have nothing to do with it. Okay, we'll take the purchase cost and will apply depreciation separately as per Indian rules. ठीक है, इंडियन रूल्स के तहत हम अलग से डेप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट करेंगे. अच्छा, अगले 4 जो है ये सब सिमिलर है, these are all similar. Next 4, capital asset transferred by holding company to 100% subsidiary company. Okay, or vice versa. ठीक है, that is by 100% subsidiary to holding company, both हो सकता है. Okay, both can be there, but transferee company is an Indian company. ओके, सो इसमें ये केस में ये एक हो गया. इसमें क्या देखे हमने, transferred by holding to 100% subsidiary company. Okay, holding company to 100% subsidiary company. Next you will see, इसके बाद second is transfer from amalgamating company to amalgamated company. Again, transferee company should be Indian company. Okay. Third is demerged to resulting company. Resulting company should be Indian company. Right? So I've already seen all what these things are. आपका amalgamating में दो तीन कंपनियां जुड़ के एक कंपनी बनती है. Amalgamating में there can be many companies which are becoming one. Okay. And in demerger, it is other way around. You will have one company which will break into many. ये एक कंपनी है, ये टूट के तीन चार बनेगी, उसको हम बोलते हैं डीमर्जर. This is demerger. It will break into many companies. Okay. So now for these three things जो है ये तीनों के लिए ट्रीटमेंट इज सेम. क्या आपको ये करना है ना इसमें, in these things when demerged to resulting, amalgamating to amalgamated, okay, and holding to 100% subsidiary. Okay, in all these cases what you have to do, you have to take the actual cost as it would have been in the books of the predecessor. ठीक है. So when ये ट्रांसफर जब हुआ तो predecessor के बुक में WDV was 2 lakhs. Okay, so it will come as 2 lakhs here. ठीक है, वो मतलब है यहाँ अगर at the time of transfer whatever it is in the books of the predecessor, same value will come in the books of the successor. और ये सेम चीज यहाँ भी होगा, सेम चीज यहाँ भी होगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट वाला है उसमें भी सेम होगा. नेक्स्ट वाला इज अबाउट capital asset is acquired under scheme of corporatization of a recognized stock exchange. Okay, इसमें भी same as in the books of the previous. इसका ये क्या था, corporatization of a recognized stock exchange. So basically ये तब की बात है जब स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस जो है ये आपके सोल ट्रेडर पार्टनरशिप वगैरह के हुआ करते थे. ओके, your it used to be held by sole traders and partners partnership, but because stock exchanges are so critical, right, so that's why what happened is okay, so what happened that's why government wanted a more structured approach. So तब क्या किया गया, what was done is called as demutualization and corporatization. So all these were converted to company. Okay, so and इसमें जो है ना पहले ownership, okay, ownership, trading rights and clearing rights. ठीक है, ये तीन चीजें जो है इन्हीं यही लोगों के पास हुआ करती थी. बट गवर्नमेंट वांटेड this to move to different people. Ownership would be to some and trading rights would be with some, clearing rights will be with some, like that. ओके, तो इसके लिए जो है डीम्यूचुअलाइजेशन एंड कॉर्पोरेटाइजेशन ये किया गया. तो बेसिकली हमारे काम की चीज ये है यहाँ पे कि सोल ट्रेडर और पार्टनरशिप कंपनी बनी. ओके, दैट इज कॉर्पोरेटाइजेशन, कॉर्पोरेट्स बन गए. ओके, डीम्यूचुअलाइजेशन इज ये तीन जो चीजें हैं ये अलग अलग लोगों के पास बांटे गए. ठीक है, तो जैसे एक ही आदमी के पास सारा पावर नहीं होना चाहिए करके, राइट. सो one person should not have all power, so that's why it was different kind of powers were moved to different people. That is called demutualization. Corporatization is what's converted to company. ठीक है, यहाँ हमारा इंटरेस्ट है and it is converted to company. So basically the same thing got converted to companies. यहाँ पे जो पहले अगर सपोज जिस रूम में इसका ऑफिस होगा, ओके, ये सोल ट्रेडर का ऑफिस था, अब उसी रूम में कंपनी चलेगी. correct? Same thing, company will be in the same room. There's no change as such in assets and all that. Okay. So इसीलिए that's why here also it is taken as जो पिछले आप जो एंटिटी है उसके बुक्स में जो वैल्यू है सेम वैल्यू विल बी टेकन इन द बुक्स ऑफ द सक्सेस. ओके, ये चारों चीज जो आपकी बिल्कुल सेम है फ्रॉम ईयर टिल ईयर. ठीक है, कोई भी आपको कुछ भी राइट साइड में क्या लिखा है उसको देखने की भी जरूरत नहीं, बस यहाँ तक कि आपको बिल्कुल सेम है. these four, okay, these four are same. Then next is, if SSE was not required to compute his total income, if he was not required to compute his total income under Income Tax Act preceding the relevant previous year, whatever be the reason ki his income might have been much lower than the basic limit, okay, but he उसको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी थी. ठीक है, so in this case how will you give him depreciation if he has started a new business? Okay, so उसके लिए again actual cost less total depreciation provided in the books of accounts. Okay, if he has provided depreciation, consider that. Okay, and if there is any revaluation of assets, you should consider that also. Okay, in respect of such previous years preceding the relevant previous year. Then basically, if an SSE is starting a business now, right, and previously he did not have to, he had the business, there was no requirement to compute income. Okay, then what you have to do for his assets is just take actual cost less depreciation which he has provided, no notional here. What he has provided that you have to give. If his business was there but he did not need to provide depreciation, then books में जो provide किया है तो वो ले लेना. Okay, take that. If he did not provide, okay, then take it as zero. ठीक है, इस तरह से चलना है. इसका will have one problem of this, so ये point clear हो जाएगा आपका उससे. Okay, we'll have one problem. After that it will be clear. Okay. Then next is actual cost of capital asset on which deduction is available under 35 AD. 35 AD का पूरा section हम करने वाले हैं. Okay, so this we will be doing later. So इसमें जो है only thing is you get 100% deduction under 35 AD. In 1 year you get 100% deduction. ठीक है, so if you get 100% deduction, that means 100% depreciation, correct? So what will be your actual cost? Then it will become zero, correct? Already whole depreciation you have got, right? So actual cost becomes nil. And if you transfer it to any other person as gift or whatever, that actual cost will be nil in the hands of that person, correct? So income tax for one asset, whatever is the total value of depreciation, okay, it will not allow anyone to take more than the total value of depreciation. ठीक है, correct? इसीलिए अगर here already depreciation has been given fully, so anyone else who is taking, he will not get any depreciation. Okay, it will be nil for him. Clear है? Clear. And next is last one हमारा conversion of inventory, मतलब stock, conversion of inventory into capital asset. तो इसका provision भी हम पढ़ेंगे. Okay, we have a separate provision for this that we'll be studying. So here what happens, if you convert inventory into capital asset, you have to just take its fair market value on the date of conversion. Okay, you are converting inventory into capital asset. ठीक है, जो भी हो रहा है आपके अंदर ही हो रहा है, right? You are only doing, you are converting inventory to capital asset. So there is no sales value here that you can find out, correct? So sales value will be taken as fair market value on the date of conversion. Okay, actual cost is fair market value on the date of conversion. It is sale value means business is selling it now and you are converting it into capital asset. That's how it will be seen. Under capital gains, it will become a capital asset. Okay, and your actual cost will be fair market value. Okay, ये सेक्शन के अंदर आता है और कुछ नहीं. ओके, तो ये है कुछ चीजें. इसमें से कुछ धीरे धीरे आपको, जैसे पूरा चैप्टर जब होगा ना, कई चीजें ऑटोमेटिकली क्लियर होती जाएंगी. ओके, as now we complete the entire chapter, lot of these things will get cleared. Okay, automatically. Right? ठीक है. So now, चलो इसके जो हमने वट एवर एक्चुअल कॉस्ट वी हैव सीन, राइट, ये एक्चुअल कॉस्ट के आप प्रॉब्लम्स करेंगे. 4 प्रॉब्लम्स है, ज्यादा बड़े नहीं है. Okay. Right. So R purchased a house property on 1/12/2019 for rupees 10 lakhs. 1/12/2019, he purchased a house property for 10 lakhs. Till 1/12/2021, यानी 2 साल तक. Till 1/12/2021, it was self-occupied. Correct? That is personal use. On this date, building was brought into use for medical profession. So he has brought it into use for medical profession. What would be the depreciation allowable? Okay, so here this is of which provision हमने देखा था, this one. Building used for personal purpose subsequently brought into business purpose. What we have to do? Cost of purchase less notional depreciation apply on the date of conversion. ठीक है, you have to take what? Notional depreciation. So just start from 1/12/2019. ठीक है, तो यहां से आपको डिप्रिशिएट करते लाना है इसको. ओके, फ्रॉम 1/12/2019. सो रेट ऑफ डिप्रिसिएशन इज 10%. ठीक है, दिस इज बिल्डिंग फॉर कमर्शियल पर्पस, so 10%. Cost on 1/12/2019. Okay, this first date 1/12/2019 is 10 lakhs. Okay, so now 1/12/2019, correct. So first year में कितना depreciation मिलेगा? You will get only 50% depreciation. Why? Because it is after 3rd of October. Fine. As depreciation, only 50% is allowed. 10 lakhs into 5%. 10% का half is 5%. Okay, ये हो गया अपना 50,000. Correct. ये this is first year का depreciation हो गया. This is now your WDV on 31/3/2020. Okay, WDV on 31/3/2020 is 10 lakhs minus. Okay, तो क्या किया हमने? So your first rate of depreciation was this, starting with cost of 10 lakhs. Okay, and then depreciation will be 50%, that is 50% of 10. So then it is 50,000. Now next is 10 lakh minus 50,000 gives you what? 9,50,000. It's WDV on 31/3/2020. So now we will depreciate it further one more year. ठीक है, less depreciation. Now this time it will be 10% of this. Okay, directly 95,000. WDV on 31/3/2021 is 8,55,000. 950 minus 9,50,000 minus 95,000. ओके, तो ये आ गया हमको, क्या मिल गया? WDV on 31/3/2021. करेक्ट. सो ये WDV लाने के लिए हमने प्रोविजन यूज की. व्हाट वी डिड? नंबर 1, depreciation percentage we took as per our current table, 10%. That's first thing we did, and we assumed as if he bought it for business purpose. That's why we depreciated right from the beginning. and then we got it as 8,55,000. But question ये नहीं, question is what would be the depreciation allowable for AY 2022-23? ओके, अब यहाँ पे आपको ये देखना है, ठीक है। तो ये हम 21 31/3/2021 तक के हमने लेके आ गए, ओके। We have brought it till 31/3/2021. Now we need to know depreciation for 21-22. But here one thing is there, ठीक है। So he brought it in the middle of the year, correct? Till 1/12/2021. It was self-occupied. So actually speaking, he brought it in the middle of the year, correct? बीच में लाया है उसमें, correct? What will be the what should be the depreciation now? As per this, what we are assuming, number one is he started his business on 1/12/2021. ठीक है, इसको तो हम कंसिडर ही नहीं कर रहे पहली बार. This movement we are not considering this year. We are saying he is doing business from 1/12/2019. For 21-22 also we will give him depreciation for 10% straight away. ठीक है. और दूसरे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी अगर आप देखते हैं, इफ यू थिंक इट लाइक दिस, दैट on 1/12/2021 only his business actually started. If you want to do see like that, still that asset is an old asset now, it's not a new asset. So anyway we will not get 50% but 100% depreciation. Okay, but correct approach क्या है यहाँ पे? As per the provision you have to assign depreciation right from the first year. So which is why in 2021-22 also whole year you are considering it as business and you are giving appending depreciation. Okay, so that's why here now this is the answer. Okay, cost of building is 8,55,000. Depreciation is 85,500. 10% of this straight away और आपका ये है आंसर WD. Fine, clear? ठीक है, this is one problem. And then next is illustration 6. Roshan started a business of designing on 1/4/2020. So he started a business on 1/4/2020 and acquired a laptop on the same date for 50,000 for business use. Okay, for designing he needed a laptop, so he bought it. Since his gross total income for previous year 2021 is only 55,000, he did not file his return of income. In previous year 2021 he did not need to file his return of income. Okay, during previous year 21-22 his business income before depreciation is 5,60,000. Since he is required to file return, he seeks your advice for computing depreciation. Compute depreciation, that assuming he's maintaining books of account, there are 3 conditions given. ठीक है, 3 conditions हमको दिए हैं अलग अलग. So condition 1 is from 1/4/2020, that is he's maintaining books of account from 1/4/2020 but did not provide depreciation. Next is from 1/4/2020 but provided 8,000 depreciation. Third is maintaining books from 1/4/2021. Okay, now this is basically this problem is from this one. Okay, ये वाला है. If the SSC was not required to compute total income under Income Tax Act for any previous year, okay, for any previous years preceding the relevant previous year. Okay, it was not required, then what we have to do? Actual cost less depreciation provided in the books of accounts, okay, adjusted by revaluation, that is okay, in respect of any previous year preceding the relevant previous year. So you have to take total depreciation provided in the books of accounts. Okay. So here there is no notional depreciation. Okay. If he was not required to compute his total income, that's why I did not charge any depreciation. Then okay, you just take whatever depreciation he has charged till your previous year, and from previous year we will give as per our rules. ओके ये है तो इसमें अगर हम देखेंगे ये प्रॉब्लम में so here from 1/4/2020 okay assuming that he is maintaining books of account compute depreciation from assuming he is maintaining books of account from 1/4/2020 but did not provide depreciation and he is providing and he started maintaining from 1/4/2021. So in both these cases A and C, okay, there is no depreciation in 2021. 2021 में depreciation 0 है. So computation will be same for A and C. But for B, you will have to take whatever depreciation he has provided. Take 8,000 as it is. Okay. So इसको कैसे करेंगे? ठीक है. So that's why your cases A and C and case is together, B is separate. So what we will do is cost of laptop on 1/4/2020 is 50,000 in both cases. Okay. Less depreciation provided in books of account. Okay. What he has provided in his books of accounts, that we have to see here. So in for A and C, both he did not provide any depreciation. So it is nil. And here it is 80,000, 8,000 which he has provided. Okay. The second case mein hai 8,000 which he has provided. Correct. So this will come here. Fine. And then WDV is just subtract it now. This becomes 50,000. This will be 42,000. Correct. 50 minus 8, 42,000. This becomes WDV on 31/3/2021. Okay. Now for the current year, we have to calculate depreciation. This will be as per rules, our rules. Okay. तो अभी तक जो यहां तक जो लेके आए ना इसके लिए था वो प्रोविजन कि आप डब्ल्यूडीवी कैसे निकालोगे, क्या डिप्रिसिएशन लेके, क्या आप नोशनल लोगे, क्या लोगे, वो बात थी यहाँ पे. What we have to see here is how to calculate depreciation and bring it to our previous year. Then the previous year depreciation will be as per our rules, normal rules. Okay, so now laptop is 50%, 40%. So depreciation will be 40%, 40% of the above. Okay, this will be 20,000. Okay, how? So will be 50,000 into 40% will be 20,000. Same 42,000 into 40% will be 16,800. Okay, ये हो गया. And then last is WDB. Closing WDB हमारा आ गया. Depreciation deduct करके deduct depreciation and you will get this. Okay, understood? Okay, so this basically these are all applications of those points which we have studied there. Actual cost. ठीक है, ये हो गया आपका second. Now this is the third problem. इसमें है okay. So here car purchased by S on 10/8/2017 for 3,25,000. For personal use is brought into business on 1/12/2021 in our previous year. When the market value is 1,50,000. Okay, market value of 3,25,000 now is 1,50,000. Compute the actual cost of the car and the amount of depreciation for AY 2022-23 rate is 15%. ठीक है, तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड दिया है यहाँ पे. ओके, here it's straightforward. Car was purchased on 10/8/2017. Okay, value is 3,25,000. He brought it into business on 1/12/2021. Okay, and current market value is 150. Now compute the actual cost of car. How should we do it? Notional depreciation लेना चाहिए कि what should we do? Should we take notional depreciation or some other procedure? Asset is brought into business, correct? Asset of personal use is brought into business. So for this, here see this one, for personal purpose is subsequently brought into business. For this, what is the thing we have to do? Cost of purchase or construction less notional depreciation, correct? But see here, it is a specific provision. It's saying building only here. Okay, so this provision is only for building, not for other assets. Right? So this notional depreciation, this you will apply only for building. Okay, that's why we will not apply notional depreciation here. Okay. So here, so how you will do it now? Even on 1/12/2021, value will be, you will take same as 3,25,000. Okay, market value से कोई लेना देना नहीं. There is no provision which asks you to take the market value. So market value has no role here. So what you will do? Simple, take the cost of the car as it is 3,25,000 and apply depreciation. It's given 15%. Okay. So again, when did you bring into business? 1/12/2021. Okay, but it is not a new asset, mind you. Okay, the asset is already there, so it is not a new asset. So you'll give 100% depreciation to it. Okay, so is equals to 3,25,000 into 15%, 48,750. Okay, right? So it is an old asset, not a new one. That's why. So you get closing WDV this much. ठीक है, यहाँ पे बस यही points है. Okay, this only one is notional depreciation is only for building. That is the first one. Okay, depreciation will not be 50% because car is not new car. Okay, right? That's why it is not. ये दो points थे. चलिए, then this is the last problem for today. Then this topic will be over, our actual cost. Right? Then next ये देखते हैं, compute depreciation under section 32. WDV of plant and machinery 15% as on 1/4/2021. Okay, WDV of, so compute depreciation, you have to compute depreciation. WDV, written down value of plant and machinery, on 1/4/2021, beginning of the previous year, 10 lakhs. Plant D acquired on 10/7/2021 for 5 lakhs. Okay. Now 1 lakh has been paid in cash to the vendor and balance paid through account pay check. Out of 5 lakhs, 1 lakh was paid in cash. Okay. Such plant was put to use on the same day. Okay. He purchased, paid 1 lakh in cash. Okay. And okay. So what will happen? He has paid 1 lakh in cash. So what will be the effect of it? Last point is SSC is engaged in the business of manufacturing industrial paints. Okay, so he is in the business of manufacturing something. So he'll get additional depreciation also. Okay, so now what we have to do, first take opening WDV, and of this 5 lakhs, you have to deduct 1 lakhs. Okay, acquired for 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs is the total amount, and 1 lakh is in cash. Paid in cash will be disallowed now. Okay, correct. So this will be disallowed. But now what will be allowed is 4 lakhs. Okay, that is one thing. And this is opening WDV. Okay, and additional depreciation, as far as additional depreciation is concerned, okay, you will get only for new plant and machinery, right? So for this 10 lakhs you will not get. You will get only for 4 lakhs here, which is 5 lakhs minus 1 lakhs. Correct? So these are the 2 points in this problem. So depreciation on for AY 22-23, opening given as 10 lakhs. Okay, then actual cost of plant D is 4 lakhs. Okay, 10 plus 4 added, it will be 14 lakhs. The next is depreciation for previous year 21-22. Okay, so this is the normal depreciation. This is what is your normal depreciation. So you will give it for whole 14 lakhs. Okay, into 15% becomes 2,10,000. The normal depreciation, what happens? What we do is 14 lakhs into 15% straight away is 2,10,000. Now additional depreciation that you can give only for the new acquisition. That is this. Only 4 lakhs you can give 20%. So additional depreciation is 4 lakh into 20%, which is 80,000. Okay, add the two depreciations, you will get 2,90,000. Add these two, you will get 11,10,000 as WDV on. Okay, so sorry, yeah, I mean just deduct 14 lakhs minus 2,10,000. Okay, we'll deduct the depreciation and then only you will get the WDV on the first day of next year. Correct? So it will be 11,10,000. Okay, this is how you will find it out. This problem mein main, what was the main thing for us here in this problem? That one was your additional depreciation you will only compute on the new plant. Second was amount paid in cash. Okay, in excess of 10,000 amount paid in cash, that was disallowed from computation of actual cost of assets. Okay, right? So this is the last problem, and from here there's another topic. Actual cost is over here. We'll continue from consequences of changes in the rate of exchange of currency in the next class. Okay, so your next class will also start at 8. till next week. Okay, till next week I will keep announcing one by one, but until next week all first group classes will start at 8. Okay, but I'll be telling you the time basically. Okay, I'll tell you every day, but just telling you what is likely. Okay, so any question? Any question? Okay, thank you.